I think Pacquiao won. I think they got it wrong.
Boy, Mayweather's this all-time great, and Pacquiao is doing these guys even worse than Floyd is doing them.
But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so.
The money team ain't never gonna go to sleep, baby. Money team, Floyd Mayweather. You seeing it live right here. I'm out.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. They fought too late. I mean, if that fight could have been arranged by Riyadh Season, they probably would have caught them both in their prime, and it would have been chaos.
Yeah.
But the best fighter out far probably was Manny Pacquiao. Because of his movement, but he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he made.
Did you detect at any time in the fight that he was having a problem with his shoulder?
Absolutely not. He was fast. His left hand was fast. His right hand was fast. He was a beat fighter.
Will you fight him next?
Tell him to come back to the ring, and then we will fight. I'm willing to fight again to Floyd Mayweather if he's willing to come back in boxing.
On May 2nd, 2015, the world stopped. In Las Vegas, a single night of boxing became the richest sporting event in human history. The T-Mobile Arena was lit up like a crown jewel, and the entire planet was glued to one fight: Floyd Money Mayweather versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. But this wasn't just a fight, it was an empire-building spectacle, a cultural earthquake, a billion-dollar business gamble, and a collision between two boxing legends whose careers had been sculpted by chaos, controversy, and destiny. The atmosphere wasn't just electric, it was suffocating. Celebrities from every corner of entertainment poured into Las Vegas in private jets. The fight would generate over $600 million in revenue, with pay-per-view prices hitting an unprecedented $100 per household, and yet millions still paid without hesitation. Ringside seats, $100,000 each. This wasn't a boxing match, it was a royal coronation, a modern-day gladiator war where two men carried the hopes of nations. Floyd Mayweather walked into that night undefeated, a billionaire businessman draped in luxury, a man whose every movement screamed dominance. Manny Pacquiao, the pride of the Philippines, carried the soul of a nation, a rags-to-riches underdog turned global superstar. Their paths were more than boxing stories. They were epic journeys of survival, controversy, and destiny, and now they would finally collide in the ring. The road to Mayweather-Pacquiao was a saga of broken deals, legal threats, and personal rivalries that stretched over 5 long years. Boxing fans had been begging for this fight since 2009, when Pacquiao destroyed Miguel Cotto and became a 6th-division world champion, while Mayweather cemented his dominance by dismantling Juan Manuel Marquez. The fight became a soap opera, with journalists uncovering shocking details, secret hotel meetings between rival networks HBO and Showtime, secret phone calls between Pacquiao and Mayweather, and even a bizarre incident where Mayweather leaked his own bank statements to prove he was untouchable financially. Mayweather's past scandals, including domestic violence allegations, were dragged into headlines. Pacquiao's shoulder injury was kept secret, a ticking time bomb that would later spark lawsuits. Tickets for the fight sold out in under a minute online. May 2nd, 2015, the night finally arrived. Millions of viewers tuned in, and every camera in the arena was locked on two fighters who carried the weight of history. The tension was unbearable. When Mayweather walked out, draped in black and gold, flanked by Justin Bieber, it was clear this was more than a fight. It was a performance of power. Pacquiao's entrance, with his humble smile and the Philippine flag waving behind him, reminded the world that this was David versus Goliath on a billion-dollar scale. The fight itself was a chess match. Mayweather's defense was flawless, his shoulder roll impenetrable, his footwork surgical. Pacquiao charged forward like a storm, landing bursts of punches that sent the crowd into a frenzy. But Mayweather controlled the pace, slipping, countering, and proving why he was the defensive genius of his generation. Every round was high-stakes theater. What fans didn't know was that Pacquiao was fighting with a torn rotator cuff. His camp had kept the injury secret even from promoters, leading to lawsuits that would drag on for months. The injury turned him from a relentless machine into a frustrated warrior. Mayweather exploited this, winning a unanimous decision and cementing his legacy as 48-0. Fans felt cheated, calling it the fight of the century, but complaining about its lack of knockdowns. Yet financially, it shattered every record. $600 million total revenue, $410 million in pay-per-view buys. Mayweather earned $250 million, and Pacquiao earned $150 million. Ticket sales alone brought in $72 million. Fans sued for refunds over Pacquiao's injury, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission faced criticism for approving the fight. Even today, no fight has come close to replicating this spectacle. It wasn't just the richest fight ever. It was the overnight, boxing became global theater where business, politics, and athletic brilliance merged into a single unforgettable moment.